On the other hand, the Guardians, not much going well right now for them.
That was such a demoralizing game yesterday with the way it went, the roller coaster, the ebbs and flows.
If you're not a fan, it was a great game.
It was a great fun
baseball
game. Yeah.
Bad ending for the Guardians.
Yes.
By the way, easy to jump and say, and I'm not the biggest Stephen Vogt guy. I think he's a fine manager, but I'm like, he makes his mistakes. People were killing him, revisionist history, that Cade Smith pitched 2 innings. Okay. Cade Smith has pitched more than an inning before. It's not like it's new to him.
I feel like he does it pretty regularly considering how infrequently other closers do it.
And he hadn't pitched in 5 days, and he only pitched once in the last 8 days. It's not like he was tired. So I had no problem with him going 2 innings. You know, it's the heat of the summer. You're playing the other first-place team. It's fine. Don't get carried away. He blew it. You know, what are you going to do? It was nice that they came back. Khalil Watson got his first hit, which was as a pinch hitter, which was big. You know, and then they tie the game in the 9th and against their closer.
They take the lead.
I'm sorry, yes, take the lead in the 9th, not tie the game, because they were down 4-3 at the time, take a 5-4 lead. So it's a crushing defeat, and they're not scoring runs. The lineup is very limited right now. And it's frustrating, but, you know, Gavin Williams pitched better yesterday. But here's the thing, too. As bad as the Tigers are, they've let the Tigers are not out of it.
Jay said yesterday that he thinks the Tigers are going to win the division. Yeah,
that's cute, and he's wrong, but listen, here's the thing with Jay. Very knowledgeable guy. Very smart guy. There is I have never met a person
prisoner of the moment
that is prisoner of the moment more than Jay. Never. First week of the season, Chase Lauder's a superstar. Last week when I talked to Jay, he's not even going to hit 15 home runs. I mean, Jay blows with the wind. He's a fan. I get it. I'm not saying it's impossible for the Tigers to win the division, but I'm telling you they won't win the division. Remember, I said it now. The Guardians are still going to win the division. Everybody's panicking because they're playing crappy. They've lost,
they've lost 4 to 5
13
series.
of 18.
Yeah, 4 to 5 series. The only win in the series was when they swept Detroit. The last game obviously got rained out, but they won that series anyway. And last night, to Jason's point, was a really entertaining baseball game. Down 3-0.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be impossible for them to score some runs. In the group chat, we're talking about the
Gabriel Arias is
Fairchild, Hedges.
By the way,
I'd rather see Petey Halpin than Gabriel
Halpin
Arias.
at the bottom of the lineup.
But to be fair, 2 of the other 4 Cleveland baseball players that have struck out 5 times in the game are in the Hall of Fame. Okay,
but did they walk off the field on the drop third strike?
They did not. No, and try to challenge when there's no challenge.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
No, go off. No. Jason, go.
He's
Jason,
not a good player.
My head left my body when he went like this.
I don't know why Cooper Ingles not in the majors. I don't understand.
I don't think that you're going to say, so what? Bring him up.
Yeah.
I don't think that they feel he's ready defensively.
That's a ridiculous excuse.
So what? Bring him up.
I'm just telling you.
Look at some of these guys they're playing. Stuart Fairchild's not a major league player. Petey Halpin, and I don't know if he's a major league player. At best, they're 5th outfielders in the majors. These guys can't. You got a catcher. You had one catcher who couldn't hit. You traded for another catcher who couldn't hit. I said I didn't like the trade at the time. People got mad at me, said I was overvaluing their prospects.
Bailey did have an RBI yesterday.
Good for him. Now, he stinks. He can't hit.
I didn't have a problem.
Austin Hedges can't hit.
Okay, but that's the one position where I think you would agree you'd be willing to sacrifice some offense for what they provide defensively.
No, because...
Come on.
Jason, there are catchers...
You said that you were willing to live with Miles Straw if that was the only one.
On a good team.
Yes.
If they had a very good lineup, then yes, I don't care that the catcher can't hit. But there's plenty of catchers that can hit and play defense.
And they cost more.
Patrick Bailey and Austin Hedges are particularly awful offensively. In fact, Patrick Bailey's just a young Austin Hedges. There's no difference. He can't hit. He's never hit.
No, and he's not going to. But
I'll live with it
the one
if the rest of the lineup is good. But right now, it's not the one.
I mean, look how many guys are hurt. How many teams could survive with their top 3-4 players on the DL?
They have the least amount of players on the DL of any team in baseball. So let's not get carried away about the injuries.
Okay, they're what? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4 hitters are all on the IL?
There's plenty of teams with guys on the IL.
2, 3, and 4 hitters on the IL?
I'm sure there are. I'm not thinking off the top of my... There's teams with 14 guys on the injured list, 15 guys.
Fine.
You want me to? I'll look it up. There probably are.
But second, third, and fourth place batters.
But you have such a bad lineup, such a thin lineup,
now you
that
for
you have
sure.
a couple of injuries.
Yeah.
If I would have told you before the season that Angel Martinez was going to kill the Guardians by not being here, should it be that big a deal?
Well, and
they've only been out for a week.
Yeah, and if I told you Jose and Chase DeLauder were both going to be on the IL, but they're going to be in first place, what would you say?
I get it. I'm the one telling you not to panic about the Guardians.
I know. I'm feeling a lot of panic from you, Bo.
I have zero
I'm
panic.
sensing a lot of
I'm just
panic.
saying the lineup's not very good.
I agree with that, but
I'm not going to make
mitigating circumstances.
Teams have injuries.
I'm
taking out my phone. I know the boss doesn't like us to take out our phone, but I'm taking it out because I'm going to give you teams that have multiple starting lineup hitter.
When you have,
and by the way, Angel Martinez, even though he's been pretty good, should not be batting 2, 3, or 4. And if they had a better lineup, he wouldn't be hitting 2, 3, or 4.
He has earned the right to be batting where he is
because they don't have a particularly good lineup.
Okay, but
a guy with a 719 OPS and a 240 batting average probably shouldn't be hitting 2, 3, or 4.
Do you have a better option though?
I'm just saying, if I give you a 6 hitter on another team that's probably better than Angel Martinez.
No one's going to argue that the Guardians are flush with hitting. But when you lose the top of your lineup, it's going to make everything look a whole lot worse. I do think Cooper Ingle will probably be here sooner than later. I just don't know that they feel he's ready defensively to play. I keep saying third. I think they keep putting him in left. I'd put him in third.
Why is it okay to play guys who can't hit, but it's not okay to play a guy who might struggle in the field? You're telling me Cooper Ingle can't play third base or left field? I find that impossible.
I would call him up now. I'm saying I don't think they feel like he's ready.
Well, they're stupid.
Well, if they did think he was ready, he'd be here, right? Like that's unfortunately the painfully obvious truth of the situation. And
they're the ones that see him every day.
To both of your guys' points.
By the way, the Pirates are without O'Neal Cruz and Connor Griffin right now.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, who's the third?
I don't need the third. Angel Martinez is just a guy. Let's stop it.
But he's third in the Guardians pecking order of who they need. Stop it. You have Quan, who's not hitting. So you lost him. He's basically on the IL.
He stinks. In the lineup. That's all I'm saying.
You lost Quan, period.
That's what I'm saying. So, they don't have better options right now. Their lineup's been atrocious. I had no faith. The fact that they were able to score 5 runs yesterday, come back and have those two, driving 2 runs in the 9th to take the lead, I was like, oh my goodness, they're about to scrape this one out. Like, first place on the line in Chicago, staring at a 3-0 deficit with that lineup. I thought it was over. They come back. They take the lead.
Yeah.
You have Cade Smith on the mound. You feel good about it. And then to have whoever Chicago's leadoff hitter is, it's a name I'm unfamiliar with. Antonacci hit it up the middle, play at the plate. They score. It was just like a gut punch of demoralization. Kind of takes your breath away as we should have had that one, and I hope it doesn't come back to bite them in the butt later on in the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big swing. Could be a 2-game lead in the division, and now they're tied instead.
And it's not like Jose, Angel, or Chase are expected back in the immediate future.
I don't think DeLauder will be as long as the others.
They've only been gone a week.
Yeah. I still
the Yankees without Stanton, Judge, and Grisham.
Okay, and they still have
what? What do they have?
They still have
Ben
Jazz.
Bellinger, Goldschmidt.
That's my point. The Guardians lineup isn't deep enough.
Okay, you're right. They don't have the lineup that's as deep as the Yankees.
The Yankees lineup stinks. What are you talking about? But they keep winning. Who's so good in the Yankees lineup?
Ben Rice?
Besides
Jazz
Ben Rice?
Chisholm?
Jazz Chisholm's okay. He's not having a great year.
Bellinger's a former MVP. Goldschmidt's having a good season.
6 years ago.
Bellinger's having a fine season.
He's fine. Who else? They're playing Goldschmidt, who's washed up.
Yeah,
Austin.
Goldschmidt was a bad
That's not true.
What's his
Goldschmidt's
OPS?
actually been decent.
What's his OPS this year?
Austin. I said he's been decent.
Yeah.
Austin Wells, not that
No,
good.
not
Caballero, Ryan McMahon, Spencer Jones, Jason Dominguez. It's not like their lineup's that loaded, but they keep winning. Listen, here's the bottom line. The Guardians are playing like crap right now. They're in the worst division maybe in the history of baseball. They got to get their act together. And part of that is the team stop messing around and call up Cooper Ingle because the guy's showing you can hit. Petey Halpin can't hit. None of the catchers can hit. Who else? Stuart Fairchild can't hit. Bring up a freaking hitter. Let's go. It's going to be fine. I sound like I'm panicking. I'm zero panicking even though I'm screaming.
Definitely sound like you're panicking.
I
know that, but I'm not. I'm just getting annoyed because of your propaganda.
It's not propaganda. They're without their top players.
Whoever said the Guardians had this stacked, loaded lineup? Did anyone ever say that?
No.
So when you lose,
you have
three
to
of
be
your
able
better
to
hitters in a
overcome
bad
injuries.
lineup,
There are
it
teams
is not
winning with
unexpected
dozens of players
to have
on
a
the IL.
bad offensive lineup.
Will.
Not an
They
excuse.
will overcome.
I know they will, but you're making excuses.
Then what are we arguing about?
Because you're making excuses,
I'm
and I don't
not.
accept those excuses. Call up Cooper Ingle. There's no excuse not
That'll
to call
fix
him up.
everything. Call up Cooper
I didn't
Ingle.
say
It'll
it would fix
everything.
everything. I said it would have a chance to improve because he's better than these schlubs they're playing in the outfield.
I agree with that.